আসসালামু আলাইকুম প্রিয় চাকরিপ্রার্থী বন্ধুগণ, আমরা ওল্ড ইংলিশ পিরিয়ড এর তৃতীয় পেজে চলে এসেছি। চলুন আমরা শুরু করি। উইচ ইজ দ্য ওল্ডেস্ট পিরিয়ড ইন ইংলিশ লিটারেচার? অ্যাংলো স্যাক্সন পিরিয়ড। উইচ ইজ কনসিডার্ড টু বি দ্য ফাদার অফ মডার্ন ইংলিশ প্রোজ? কিং আলফ্রেড দ্য গ্রেট। Which was the oldest period in English literature? Anglo-Saxon period. Who is the father of modern English poetry? Geoffrey Chaucer. Who is the father of English sacred song? Caedmon. Who was known as the law of governing? Alfred the Great. Which literary work is the earliest epic in English literature? Beowulf. Which age is the longest literary period? Anglo-Saxon. Who is the author of the Canterbury Tales? Geoffrey Chaucer. Who is called the father of English prose? John Wycliffe. Which one is the age of Chaucer? 1340 থেকে 1400? Who is the founder of English prose? King Alfred the Great. এরপরের অংশে আমরা দ্য রেনেসান্স পিরিয়ড এর পেজ নাম্বার 1 এ চলে যাব। চলুন আমরা শুরু করি। হোয়াট ইজ দ্য মিনিং অফ রেনেসান্স? দ্য রিভাইভাল অফ লার্নিং। Renaissance is a period of revival or rebirth of learning. European Renaissance refers to regeneration of the arts and literature starting in Italy. The beginning of the Renaissance may be traced to the city of Florence, who is called the poet of poets, Edmund Spenser. Francis Bacon is an essayist, who is considered as the father of English prose, William Tyndale. Which is the following writers belong to the Elizabethan period? Christopher Marlowe. Who is the author of Silent Women? Ben Jonson. Which one of the following is written by Robert Herrick? Two Daffodils. In the poem Two Daffodils, the poet weeps over short-lived human life. Who is famous for his elegies? Thomas Gray. Paradise Lost attempts to justify the ways of God to man. Which of the following poet was not awarded the Nobel Prize? Milton. Francis Bacon was an English essayist. Which one is Golden Age in English literature? Elizabethan Age. Who was the king or queen in early Renaissance period? Elizabeth I. Renaissance period was dominated by tragedy. Renaissance means rebirth. A great playwright of Shakespeare time was Christopher Marlowe. A famous essayist in Romantic age is Charles Lamb. In which age is the Puritan period included? The Renaissance. Elizabethan tragedy is centered on revenge. Elizabethan tragedy is centered on revenge. Christopher Marlowe is Shakespeare's predecessors. Ben Jonson introduced comedy of humors. John Donne is famous for his metaphysical poem. The period from 1649 to 1660 is known as Commonwealth period. Commonwealth period 1649 থেকে 1660 পর্যন্ত সময়কে Commonwealth period বলা হয়। The beginning of the Renaissance may be traced to the country of Italy. Robert Herrick gets from the Daffodils negative inspiration. Robert Herrick. Renaissance is dash word, a French word. Renaissance means rebirth. Who is a metaphysical poet? Cowley. Who is an essayist? Francis Bacon. Who is called the mock heroic poet? Alexander Pope. Who is considered as the father of English prose? Francis Bacon. Who is considered to be the father of English novel? Henry Fielding. Henry Fielding হবে। Who is famous for his elegies? Thomas Gray পড়েছি একটু আগে। Who is the representative of the metaphysical poets? John Donne. Who was often been called the father of English tragedy? Christopher Marlowe. Which period of British literature does Shakespeare belong to? Elizabethan period. Which of the following school of literature is connected with a medical theory? Comedy of humors. Which of the following chronologically in order? Chaucer, Spenser, Shelley and Swinburne. Which is called the golden period of English literature? Elizabethan age. What was the real name of American great short story writer O. Henry William Sidney Porter? What is the full name of the great American short story writer O. Henry William Sidney Porter? What is the full name of the tragedy Dr. Faustus, the tragical history of Dr. Faustus? Utopia is an ideal state written by Thomas More. To Daffodil is a famous poem by Robert Herrick. Where did the Renaissance begin and when? In Italy, 14 AD. Thank you for watching this video. I will meet you in next video. Till then, be happy and stay safe and sound. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah.